Get my voice back here. I'll be doing all right. My name is Jim Dameron, and I've been honored to be asked to introduce the program tonight. The very first thing I must tell you is, don't forget your t-shirts. They've been reduced to $10, and they are out on the table. Also, Terry Lynn Nuts. All proceeds go to help the Hoover Show Choir. So be sure to do that tonight before you leave. All right, we are glad you're here. And again, I am very proud to be a part of this tonight. I thought I'd better wear my official Bubba Gump shrimp hat this evening, considering what the program is all about. I'm a proud graduate of Herbert Hoover High School. As a matter of fact, Herbert Hoover was president when I graduated. My daughter Cynthia Prowse and my son Jim are also graduates of Hoover. J.C. Prowse, my granddaughter, is a junior at Hoover, and Ashley is the up-and-comer, now at Elkview Middle School. It was my privilege to be one of the cast members of the motion picture Forrest Gump. And I played the role of CBS News correspondent Charles Cooper. Mrs. Sibler asked me that I take a couple of minutes and share with you my experience with that before our choir entertains us tonight. I got to tell you, it was a wonderful and fun experience to do the movie. Who knew at that time that it would become such an iconic motion picture? There's hardly a week goes by that somebody doesn't bring it up. I don't even know how some people know I was even in it. For instance, a couple of weeks ago, I was at the dentist. He's drilling away, you know, all that nice whirring sound, and he tells his assistant, "Did you know Jim here was in Forrest Gump?" And she excitedly said, "Well, why didn't you tell me that?" And I said, "Well, I couldn't really answer her, but that kind of stuff happens all the time." So how did I get the role? Well, I had an agent in North Carolina, and I still have an agent down there. I do commercials, and I do instructional videos and narrate educational videos and industrial. Some of you guys and gals that work in plants have had to watch maybe a boring safety video that I narrated or something. So I do stuff like that. So I have an agent, and they submitted me for the movie Forrest Gump. And I got word that they wanted me to audition, so they sent me a script. And this is the script of Forrest Gump. This is the script that they sent me. It's the entire script of the movie. And they asked me to read for the part of some of the newsmen, which I did. And I put myself on video in my living room, FedExed them a VHS tape, and in a few weeks I got word I'd been cast in the movie Forrest Gump. So obviously I was very thrilled about that. So they sent me a first-class ticket to Savannah, Georgia, where they picked me up. Drove me up to Beaufort, South Carolina, where they were filming the movie at the time. And that was on a Friday. They took me to a wardrobe, fitted me up in that nice, pretty tan suit that I wore. And on Saturday, they took the day off. And I was going to sightsee, but it poured the rain down in that cold day in mid-October. So I stayed in my room watching old movies on TV. I didn't want to catch a cold. But Sunday morning, come 6 a.m., they pick me up, take me to makeup. The only makeup they put on me were 2 long sideburns, of course, which I used to have at the time. In the day that the movie was supposed to be taking place, that is the scene that I was in. I should have just kept them. That's the only makeup they used. I was telling the kids earlier, I don't know whether it was because of my cover girl face. No, don't answer that. At any rate, I had a trailer dressing room at the foot of the bridge there in Beaufort. They took us over there, and there was a bridge there that substituted for the Mississippi River. We then went on set on the bridge, and it was there Tom Hanks came over and started chatting with me. I didn't recognize him because of his beard and long hair, but then I found out who he was. Very nice guy, very personable guy. Then the director, Bob Zemeckis, came over and introduced himself. He said, "Just call me Bob Z." And he got to know all of us by our first name. Our real first names, which I thought was kind of neat. And he told us, "You guys are going to be doing a lot of running today," which we did. And he also explained to us what he wanted us to do in the scene. So after we did that, They started shooting. We did take after take after take. Probably started about 9 in the morning on a Sunday morning. I don't know how many takes we did, but they did numerous ones. They like to do different takes to have different things from which to choose. I don't remember any particular blooper except one. One of the actors was supposed to ask Tom a question. And after he asked him the question, I then was to ask a question. That was my cue. Well, on one of the takes, I heard, and I thought, well, I don't hear the word cut. So I went ahead and did my questions and finished the scene. And afterwards, Hanks went up to that fella and jokingly said, "What in the world did you say?" I'm just glad it wasn't me. At any rate, by the way, I will say this. I've told this to folks before. If I had been Tom Hanks, I wouldn't have been treated any better. They treated me like a star. It was really neat. And the whole Paramount crew from Paramount Pictures was just superb, and really enjoyed the experience. So that is, in a nutshell, my experience with Forrest Gump. I spent the rest of the Sunday taking it easy, and Monday morning flew back to Charleston. So it was a fun experience. Well, now I have the most important thing to tell you. That Herbert Hoover's show choir High Impact is excited to present their 2019 competition show. This year's show is based on the legendary life of Forrest Gump. High Impact is under the direction of Kathy Silver, with choreography by Angel George and Edward Frederick. High Impact has 42 singers, 14 instrumentalists, and 10 stage crew. Over the years, this talented group of students has won grand champions in the divisions of Best Costumes, Best Show Themes, and numerous other awards. They routinely place in the top 6 at competitions. This year, our award-winning show choir will compete throughout West Virginia, Ohio, and Kentucky. I'm sorry, that's Virginia. In April, they will perform on the Carnival cruise ship Liberty as they set sail for the Bahamas. Can I go? Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present to you the members of the 2019 Show Choir High Impact.
Let's go, Mommy!
Life is just a bowl of cherries. Don't take it serious. Life's too mysterious. You work, you save, you worry so, but you can't take the dough when you go. So keep repeating it's the very